Hey guys, welcome to today's video and welcome on into my beauty stash. I have the 4 new Melt Cosmetics Bad Side Zodiac palettes to try out for you guys today. These launched over at Sephora a couple days ago, but I noticed that they're not available right now. It says coming soon. So maybe it was just like a, I don't know, an app only. I think it was just an app only purchase for that specific day, and then they're going to be dropping on the full site, full availability later on, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. It is Thursday when I'm sitting down to film this video, but there were 4 palettes. 4 palettes released. They are 8-pan palettes and they retail for $38 a piece. Here is the Air palette. If you follow me on Instagram, you already saw the swatches of this. I did a little Instagram reel with it. I think this one is really pretty. I debated, do I order them all or do I just order 2 of them? I figured you guys want to see all of them. Here is the Earth palette. Open that up. You definitely know I had to get this one because of the green. And then we have water. I am a Pisces, so this was another one I had to pick up. So you can see it made sense for me just to get all 4. I did kind of break that shadow at the bottom. It did not come broken. I think when I was doing the reel, I kind of just stuck my finger in it. And this is the last one. This is the Fire palette. So I'll be creating a look with each palette, 4 looks total today. I'm really excited for them. I have 3 or 4 melt palettes. I think I have 4 melt palettes in my stash, and they're all great. They all perform really well. I know for some people, Melt Cosmetics, the eyeshadows can be hit or miss. I have yet to find a miss, but I don't have a big Melt Cosmetics collection. So I'm excited. I'm excited to create 4 looks with you guys today. If it is your first time here on my channel, first and foremost, hello and welcome. My name is Steph. This is what you primarily see on my channel, are new makeup reviews and multiple looks with the eyeshadow palettes. I also do makeup ranking videos, and we just have a good time talking about makeup. If that sounds great to you and you want to see my videos on pretty much a daily basis, I have been uploading a lot. Do me a favor, click on the subscribe button and hit the bell next to it. That way you'll be notified every time I do drop a new video. And if you like what you see, if you are excited for these new Melt Cosmetics eyeshadow palettes, give this video a thumbs up before you go. As usual, everything that I'm talking about, wearing in today's video, it'll all be linked in the description box, and some of those links might be affiliate links, so if you do end up shopping through them, I thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. Guys, I'm obsessed with these Tarte Maracuja juicy, what are they? Juicy Lip. This is the shade Ginger, and I paired it with this e.l.f. lip liner. This one doesn't have a shade. It was from that Retro Paradise collection. It's an oldie, but loving this lip combo, and I've been wearing this all week. If you guys want to see these new Melt Bad Side Zodiac palettes in action, keep on watching. Okay guys, I've already primed my eyelids with the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer. You guys know that is my primer of the moment. Which ones do we want to start off with first? I think I'm gonna do Water and Earth together, but I'm gonna save these for round 2. So for round 1, we'll focus on these 2. I think I'm going to do the Air first. Let's start with the Air palette, and you do get a mirror in case I didn't say that earlier. So I think what I want to do, I'm going to see if I can use all 8 shades. I might not be able to. I might be able to just use 6, but I'm going to try and use a good amount. So I think I'll start, we'll do this route right here, these 3 mattes on the lid. I'll save the purple for the lower lash line. We'll go from there. So I'm going to start with the lightest one. This one is called Ghosted, and I'm taking Ghosted on a Rephr 16. This is a really pretty shade, a nice little peach shade. Okay, same brush. Now I'm going to go in with this next shade called Indecisive. Place that a little bit lower, kind of work it out here. You can see these little palettes making for some really cute stocking stuffers. Or maybe you have a few friends that have birthdays from now until Christmas. You want to get them the gift of Melt Cosmetics. Now we're gonna go in with this shade, and what do I have? I guess I'll use my Refer 13. Let me just clean it off a little bit. This shade is called Mind Games, and these palettes are all based on the bad side, obviously, of the zodiac signs, the negative. I'm not incredibly familiar with the zodiac signs, like, you know, like the meanings behind them, the good and the bad. I just know that I'm a Pisces, and Pisces is water, and I love water, and Pisces is also dreamy, and I do love to dream, wishful think, but I don't know like the bad sides, you know. I'm not that educated on them, on the zodiac signs. All right, that's a really pretty shade. This kind of shade always pairs nicely like with the corals and stuff. I'm gonna go back in with Indecisive. A little bit up here. Now let's try the purple. Let's try the purple shimmer. This one's called Flaky. I'm taking Flaky on a damp Morphe M124. That's a nice shimmer. Not too intense, but yeah, it applied really well, really easily. No fallout. Going back in with a little bit of Mind Games, the darker shade. All right, now I'm gonna take a little bit of Frivolous. I'm gonna apply it right here. Ooh, that's really pretty. Okay, now I think I'm gonna do this one for the inner corner, and I'm gonna go in next with this one. This one is chismosa. Chismosa is like a slang Spanish term, and it means gossiper. Whenever we want to know something, we say, "What's the chisme?" Like, what's the gossip? What's the story? That's funny that they named this chismosa. And this is a Refer 26. Now I'm going in with Reckless, which was that lightest shade on this damp Beige Cosmetics pencil brush. Ooh, that's pretty. It has like a pink lavender shift to it. That's really pretty. All right, guys, so actually there's only one shade I didn't get to use, and it was this one called Too Faced. I'll just swatch it there. It's a pretty shade. Let me go ahead and add the finishing touches off camera, and I'll be right back to show you the completed look with the Air palette. Alright guys, so here's the completed look with the Air palette. The mascara I'm using in today's video is Maybelline Sky High Mascara. I've been using this one a lot lately. I tightlined the upper lash line with my Give by Gwen Stefani eyeliner. This is the shade Spiderwebs. And for the lower waterline, a NYX Epic Wear liner. I think this is Frosted Lilac. Yeah, Frosted Lilac. And of course, my last pair of Shop Miss A Alexis lashes. I'm definitely going to be placing an order this weekend from Shop Miss A. See what new stuff they have, and maybe I can do a haul video if you guys want to see that. But I definitely need to order another pair or another, box of these lashes. So this is the look. I love it. I didn't have any issues with any of the shadows. No fallout, no nothing. I mean, love the way the look turned out. Pretty solid little palette. Let's move over to the left eye, and we're gonna play with the Fire palette. Okay, so here is the Fire palette. I definitely think if you were to mix Fire and Air together, I think that would also make for a good combination. If maybe you're gonna pick up just 2 palettes, or maybe you're only gonna pick up 1 palette, who knows? Or maybe you're gonna pick them all up. We'll see. If they're that good, maybe you want to wait and pick them all up during the Sephora sale. But let's see. There's a yellow in another palette that I really want to do like an inner corner yellow with. So I don't think I'll do that with this particular palette. I think, see, like these 2 shades are like really similar. This one, color story wise, is not my favorite. I'll just say that right now. I think what I'll do is, these 3 matte shades on the lid and reserve this for the lower lash line. I kind of want to use this red shimmer, and this one only has 2 shimmers. The other one, yeah, the other one had, no, the other one had 3 shimmers. So I'm gonna start with this one. This one is called One Upper. And we'll put that in the crease, and then we'll go in with the red, which is Hothead. So I'm using a rougher 15 for One Upper. That is a really pigmented shade. All right, love that shade. That shade is really good. Now we're gonna go in with the red, which is Hothead. And I'm taking Hothead, let's see, what do I wanna do? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put Hothead, this is a rougher 14. Should probably switch brushes though. I'm gonna put Hothead on the lid and work it into the crease a little bit. So I'm gonna switch over to my rougher 2. Since we're gonna do that red shimmer, a red base might look good. So now I'm just gonna get the rougher 14 and I'm just gonna blend right in here a little bit. That's a nice red. It's not like too intense. It's like more on the rusty red side. Now with that same brush, I'm gonna go into Revenge. That's nice. That went over well on top of that red. It's a nice matte brown. All right, now we're gonna go in with this shimmer shade. This one is called Ego Trip. Taking Ego Trip on a damp Morphe M124. Maybe I will try the matte yellow for an inner corner highlight because there's not really something for the inner corner in this palette, at least for me. So I might try that, see how it looks. All right, now with that brush, I'm gonna pick up a little bit of this shade called Arrogant. And actually, let me do right in here. You know what, let me spray the brush. And I just use setting spray to dampen the brush. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, that's really nice. So I feel like so far there's at least one traditional shimmer where it's not too intense, and then they include another one that kind of, you know, amps up the look, adds that additional sparkle, which I think is fun. You know, not everything has to be bright and full of bling. So now I'm gonna do this shade next for the lower lash line. This one's called Bossy. Using a rougher 26. This is one of my favorite brushes for the lower lash line. You can just do so many things with it. Too much. Place it right below. So I think I'll be able to use all of the shades in this palette. All right, now I'm gonna pick up the matte yellow with the same rougher 26. It's called Drama Queen. That right here. Yeah, that's not, it's not my inner corner shade. I think what I'm gonna do is add some of the shimmer that I put in the inner portion. Arrogant. Just picking it up with the rougher 26. I'm gonna spray it. Add a little bit down here. Yeah, it's a little bit better. Okay guys, I'm gonna do those finishing touches and I'll be right back to show you the completed look with the Fire palette. Okay guys, so here's the completed look with the Fire palette. I actually loved it. Even though it's not my favorite color story, I still love the way the look turned out. Same everything else, but for the lower waterline, I went in with this e.l.f. No Budge Shadow Stick. This is one of their latest shades. This one is in the shade, is it Groovy? Yeah. Shade Groovy. You know what? I just noticed that it has the shade name right here. All this time I've been looking down here, and down here it's really hard to see. Wow. And that's because I reviewed these a while back. Okay, so these are the completed 2 looks. First 2 looks, we used fire and air, and I'm really happy so far with the quality of the shadows. I think everything is just working really well. I was able to use all 8 shades for this look, and I used 7 out of the 8 shades for this other look. Let me go ahead, I'm gonna take some quick pictures, and then I'm gonna wipe these 2 looks off, and I'll come back and we'll start playing with the Earth and Water palette. Okay guys, so here is the Earth palette. I'm so excited for this one. I'm so excited. So this is the yellow I was talking about. I thought it was a little bit brighter. I'm going to do these 2 shades on the lid. And I'm going to start first with this yellow one. This one's called Way Harsh. I'm taking that on a Referral 1. I love a yellow this shade. Now on a BK202, I'm going in with Heart of Stone. Actually, no, I'm going to switch brushes. I want something a little bit smaller than that. I'm going to use a Refer 14 instead. I'm getting ABH subculture vibes. What do you guys think? And a little bit more of the yellow. Okay, now we're gonna do the gold. This is Overcritical, and I'm using a damp Morphe M124. I think I'm just gonna focus that right in here. This is so pretty. All right, now for the lower lash line, I'm gonna go in with this shade and this shade. I'm gonna start first with the darker one, which is called Type A. I'm using my Refer 26. I'm gonna do the lighter shade underneath. Now I'm taking RBF, same brush. Okay, now there are these 2 shimmers that I haven't used, and then this Cool Tone matte that I haven't used, and I don't know. I think I'm gonna do this shimmer right in here, and then maybe add this one on top of it. Know It All. So that's what I'm gonna go in with, like right in this area. I'm using a damp Refer 03. I feel a little bit of fallout with that one. Okay, now I'm going to take some of that gold called Overcritical. Such a beautiful shade. So in this palette, it looks like there's just 2 shades that I wasn't able to use. And actually, if you did this all over the lid and work it into the crease and then just apply this on top of it, that could be like a look and done. Maybe put some mascara, maybe a falsie, and call it a day. I think those 2 would work really nicely with one another, but I love the yellow and the green. Okay, let me do the finishing touches and I'll be right back to show you the completed look with the Earth palette. Okay guys, here's the completed look with the Earth palette. Same everything, but for the lower waterline, I went in with a NYX Epic Wear liner. I don't think they make the shade anymore because it was one of those limited edition shades, but the shade is Jarna. So I'll just have the Epic Wear liners linked in the description box and maybe you can find something similar. I love green and yellow together. I think this is a very fall look, and I'm definitely getting ABH subculture vibes from this Earth palette. The only thing we're missing to make it like really subculture is that that like lime green or light green duochrome shifty shade that's in that palette. That was a good palette. I wish ABH would do a color story similar to that. Some of you asked me if I was gonna pick up the new palette, the Rose Metal palette. No, unfortunately, I decided to skip out on that one, and I think I'm gonna be skipping out on the new Huda Beauty palette as well, just in case you were wondering. Let's move over to the left eye, and we're gonna start working with the final palette, the Water palette. Okay, so this color story is so pretty. I've told you guys this several times, but I love the combination of blue and brown together. So that's definitely what I want to work with. But I think what I want to do is an all blue lid and then use the brown, like a smoky brown lower lash line. I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna do light, medium, dark. No, I'm gonna start packing this one on the lid, And then I'm going to blend out with this one or this one. We'll see. But the first shade I'm going in with is Ugly Crying. And I'm using a BK, what is this? A501? Now I'm using a Refer 13 with the same shade. I'm just going to kind of perfect it out here on the edge a bit. Now I'm going to go in with Emo, same brush. Focus that up here. Now we're going to go in with this dark shimmer. This one's called Dead Inside. I'm using my damp Morphe M124. Okay, now with my finger, I'm picking up this shade called Moody. Ooh, love it. Now I'm taking the shade Possessive, which is the dark brown, on a Refer 26. Now I'm going to go in with Manipulative on a damp BH Cosmetics pencil brush. So let me spray it. Do that right here. Oh, this is so pretty. Okay guys, I am gonna do the finishing touches off camera and I'll be right back to show you the completed look with the water palette. Alright guys, so here's a completed look with the water palette. I love the way this look turned out. For the lower waterline, I went in with this other NYX Epic Wear liner. This one you should be able to find the shade. It's called Intense Teal. Love the way the look turned out. I was able to use 6 out of the 8 shades in this particular palette. Let me go ahead, wrap up today's video. I'll share with you guys my final thoughts. I will rank the palettes for you and we'll see whether these new Melt Mini Bad Zodiac palettes are worth your time and your 38 bucks. Okay, 4 palettes later and 4 looks later. I'm gonna say that these new Melt Mini eyeshadow palettes are worth checking out. At least if you could get 2, I think 2 would be nice. That would give you 16 shadows. But if not for sure, just try 1 and go with whichever color story appeals to you the most, which you think you're gonna get the most look out of, or maybe shades that you don't have a lot of in your stash and you just wanna try something from Melt Cosmetics. I think the $38 price tag is a fair price point for these palettes given the category that Melt Cosmetics is in. You know, they usually have higher end or higher priced eyeshadow palettes, I should say. So 8 shades for $38. I think this is pretty much a fair price point for the brand. Now, Air palette, this is going to be the Purple Peach palette. I thought that the performance and the quality amongst all 4 was great. I didn't have an issue with anything. Very, very little fallout. I don't think you need to do your eyes first with these palettes unless that's the way you like to do your makeup. But across the board, guys, I just felt like they all performed really great. I was able to create a lot of fun. It was easy to be inspired by these palettes, creating the looks. I loved them. I think they're very cohesive color stories. I don't have any complaints. I like the packaging. There is a mirror and then each one has like a little saying. This one is the only right way is your way. We know. Does it say it in all of them? What does this one say? This one is stop crying. It's not that deep. The other one, I didn't even bother to read this. For the main character you think you are. And then the final one says, we'll wait while you overthink this. Yeah. I love them, guys. They're gonna get 2 thumbs up from me. If I have to rank them, and I'm just gonna be ranking according to color story, I think I'm gonna go with Water first. And then I think I'm gonna go with Earth. And then, you know what? I said that Fire wasn't my favorite color story, but I really love the look that I created with it. This is a nice like red tone palette, so I'm gonna put that 3rd, and then Air I will put 4th. But I'm not ranking on quality. I'm just ranking on, you know, color stories because I have to rank them. So let me know your thoughts, guys. Were you able to pick these up on that app only exclusive on Sephora? If I can find a date when they're going to be available, I thought it would say it on the website, but it doesn't. I'll most definitely put that in the description box, but let me know your thoughts. Which palette was your favorite? Which look did you like best? Which zodiac sign are you? I'm Pisces. Let me know what you guys are. And I want to say to everybody in Florida, going up the East Coast, not to mention Cuba and Puerto Rico and other Caribbean islands that have been slammed recently by hurricanes. We had Fiona, there was Ian. Praying for you guys. Y'all have been in my thoughts. Positive vibes your way. I've been watching the news, seeing the unfortunate destruction that took place. Please know that you are in my thoughts and prayers, and I am praying that you guys can recover as quickly as possible. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night, wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink your water. Cheers. I'll see y'all very soon. Bye.